to recognize that we have Mr. Byrne.
The governor's office and the legislature's Office of Finance and Budget are only about $7 million apart in their general fund revenue projections, $782 million versus $775 respectively. But there was still a heavy dose of skepticism in the Congress Hall about how realistic those numbers are given the plunge in business activity due to the COVID pandemic.
We are in a very dire state of fiscal fragility. We are on thin ice, maybe not today, because you got the stimulus and maybe there's a stimulus in sight. I'm talking about the mid to long-term recovery of the territory.
But Budget Director Lester Carlson says they've reviewed the variables and already dropped their original projection by $40 million. These are the numbers now, he says, and they're sticking to them.
You're asking me, do you stand by the fiscal 21 revenues as presented? I stand by firmly, Senator Castro, on BBMR's total general fund recommended levels of $781,697,305. I affirm, sir.
And Speaker Tina Muñoz-Barnes sought the same sort of reassurance from OFB Director Steve Guerrero.
This invisible war has literally taken a big effect on everybody around the world, but here for us, here in our small communities, how do we relate and how do we be fair and how do we continue to maintain the livelihood or the sustainability of us moving forward to be fair and not just take away, because if we take away, we're going to see our community hurt even more.
For now, everything's all right because they're employing, they're receiving federal funds. Federal funds is helping the bottom line as far as revenues are concerned. But once this whole thing comes to an end, there's no guarantee that we will continue to receive, at least generate the levels of revenues we're experiencing now.
Perhaps Guerrero summed it up best. For now, it's all assumptions, he said. We just got to make the best of it. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.